Yes. Okay, hi, my name is Elena Donharl, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the journey we go through to feel worthy. I'm going to ask you all a question. When was the first time that you didn't feel worthy enough, or just a time that you didn't feel worthy? Okay? So let's have one answer.
I lost my shoe.
Yeah, that's hard. Okay. This is a universal human experience. I'm sure everyone in this room has felt this feeling before. I'm going to take you back to my first experience when I was in the 3rd grade. Yes. So first, I really liked this boy. I really, really liked him. And it took all my courage to have my friend go to him, give him a note, and ask him if he liked me. 2 days later, he responded with, "No, she's too weird." Apu. No. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. No. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Sorry. Okay. This was the first seed of doubt that was planted in my heart of who I was. At what point in our lives do we start losing faith in ourselves? At what point of our lives do we become our biggest critics? We face failure almost every day, whether it's not getting the college we wanted to get into, or not getting that job we were really hoping for, not getting that birthday present we really wanted, or not getting the boy that we loved to love us back, or it's just one of the worst feelings that you could possibly go through. It sits on your chest and it just lays there until you decide it's time for you to move on. But that doesn't mean the fear of failure doesn't leave. So the question pops up, am I worthy enough? I ask this question a lot on my SLE. My SLE, I worked with a nonprofit organization called Girls on the Run. Girls on the Run teaches 5th to 8th grade girls how to love themselves. They teach them new lessons every day, like how to say no, how to prevent bullying, what to do when you're getting bullied, and the most important one is how to describe yourself with only positive words. I had a hard time on my experience. I had all these expectations going in and meeting all these girls and really loving it, but it didn't really end up that way. I only spent 2 weeks out of 4 there. I barely worked with my expert because she had a lot of family problems. But that doesn't mean I didn't learn anything. I drove to Little Rock, Arkansas, and I met all these women. And instead of calling it Girls on the Run, I'd like to talk to you more about women on the run. To my surprise, I discovered that there are women in their 40s and 50s who are still struggling with the idea of loving themselves and self-worth. I met all these women who were the inspiration for these girls. I mean, these women are what these girls look up to. Aren't they supposed to love themselves just as much as they're teaching these girls? Oh, that's also Little Rock. Women all over the world struggle with loving themselves. A study was conducted by the Dove Research Foundation saying that only 4% of women consider themselves as beautiful. 72% of girls feel tremendous pressure to be beautiful. As women, why do we let our beauty define us? Why does our beauty define us? Why do we let it define us? So, as I move on, these are more pictures of Girls on the Run. I'm going to give you an example. This woman, she's a 51-year-old woman. She was on the board of Girls on the Run. She wakes up at 4:45 a.m., runs 10 miles, goes to work, comes back home, and runs another 10 miles. Does this sound like a problem to anyone? Does this sound familiar to anyone? Because I know it does for me. It's a problem that I face every day. The next group of women that I'm going to show you is the coaches. These are coaches that, to coach these girls. We threw an event that tried to get them to come in, and we made 40 fruit kebabs, 35 sandwiches, and 15 cookies. Over the course of 2 hours, no one touched them. I mean, I did. That's why most of it was gone, but no one touched them. And I asked a coach, who I was familiar with, why aren't you eating this food? And, aren't you hungry? Because, please take it away from me. And she said to me, no. I mean, I'm hungry, but I don't feel like I've gotten enough exercise today. And I was like, you are the inspiration to these girls. It's just amazing to me that you are just as lost as they are. Self-worth and self-doubt may be unavoidable, but it is containable. I had this expectation of going in and meeting all these women, the women who were the perfect model of self-esteem and who were okay with themselves. But as I discovered, these women were just as afraid of their bodies as I am. These women were just as lost in the idea of beauty as I am. So I leave with this, I always get this. I leave with this question with you guys today. Sometimes self-worth and worthiness is a lifetime journey. Where are you on this journey? Thank you. Yes. Questions? Yes. Oh yes, I must have forgotten that. So she said that, do you think that these women, have these problems and see these problems and don't want these girls to have these problems? And most definitely. I mean, every woman in that room knew what it felt like. And they knew that joining this program, this amazing organization to help girls not go through what they've been through, is exactly why they want to join this program. Yes?
So after your experience, do you still think it's a good program? Is it something you'd like to see here at Greenville for middle school students here?
Yes, so she asked if this is a program that I want to see here. And this program actually has been here, but it went out. And oh my gosh, yes, it's an amazing program. I'm not saying that it's not. It brings girls happiness and it gives them something to look forward to. And as I heard a lot from coaches and parents, this is something that they wish they had when they were younger. Because if I had the tools that I could have gotten from this program, I feel like I feel a lot better about myself than I do now. Okay, thank you.